Hey guys, Tightrope here with another build order for you. This one is for the Afrika Korps and it's based around combat half-tracks, something that doesn't see too much play at the moment. And it's really fun. So, starting off, you've got the Panzer Pioneers, of course, and you're going to go Panzer Grenadier first, and then Panzer Pioneer, and then the 250. So you go Panzer Grenadier first because I believe they've got a capture rate bonus, so it gives you a little bit more territory right at the start and it's a stronger combat squad. Second Panzer Pio again for more capping potential, and then the 250, which is maybe a little bit late compared to like a normal build where you put a Panzer Pioneer with a flamer inside the 250 and start harassing. But in this case we're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be upgrading the flamethrower, because if we do that then we don't have enough munitions for the combat half-track once that pops. So we're not doing that. Do not get the flamethrower, put it inside the 250. Don't do it because it's going to screw up the build. Alright? And yeah, we're going for the 250 a little bit later. If you're up against like the Dingo, you know, getting the early 250 feels quite bad. So we're delaying it, and it's still pretty useful. Still can provide combined arms, come in for the fights. But yeah, it's a delayed one. So from there we're going for light support company. So with this composition here. And then once that's complete, here's where we dip into the armory and go for the combat half-tracks upgrade. So if you're unaware, this actually does give your 250 health and armor. So you can see at this stage 240 health, 6 on the front, 3 on the rear. Upgrade this. And now it's 280 health, 10 on the front, 4 on the rear. Quite a lot stronger after this combat half-tracks upgrade. So just on its own now, it can pretty much fight against the Dingo with this extra health and durability. But we are upgrading it with the KWK 38 autocannon conversion. 60 munitions, which is why you cannot go for the flamethrower in your Panzer Pioneer. You need the munis for this. And now you've got the 250/9. And this isn't particularly strong. It's still got the same durability as the unupgraded half-track, but it's, you know, it gives it some extra firepower. Comes in a very early timing. Typically I was hitting this upgrade at maybe slightly before the 4-minute mark, so it's quite a powerful vehicle for that timing. It's, you know, it's good against units out in the open. Right when this pops, you can typically like drive right up to the opponent and start smashing them at close range. That's probably where it's at its best, before they have grenade tech and before they have like bazookas. So you can really do some big damage with the 250/9 once this pops at around the 4-minute mark. And yeah, you'll be able to bully whatever they've gone. If they've gone for like a 4x4 as US forces or the Dingo, now the tables have turned. You can hunt them down with this. And this patch, this actually got a speed buff. The 250/9 is actually slightly faster than the unupgraded 250 somehow in terms of top speed. Acceleration, turning stuff I think is the same, but top speed is faster. So yeah, this thing is slightly buffed and ready to party. From here I was going for a machine gun, which is helpful because quite often they'll go for some handheld anti-tank to try and counter your 250. So having the machine gun can suppress them and shut that down, so your 250 is more free to go target the units that do not have the handheld anti-tank. And of course, you know, you need the double Panzer Pios for better repairs for the 250 as well. Although, you know, with Afrika Korps you can repair with everything, but preferentially you'll be doing with the Panzer Pioneers. After the machine gun, I was typically going for the med truck at this stage. Though I'm not married to this decision at this stage. If you have like very healthy units, you don't really need the healing, then you could probably go for another Panzer Grenadier in this slot instead. So after the med truck I was going for a call-in. I did try both of these, but I found the Panzerjäger to be just more helpful. You know, you just need that extra bit of anti-tank from the Panzerjägers. It's just how it is. Assault greens, that's solid, but yeah, you just need that extra bit of insurance because we don't have anti-tank grenades. We're not taking that at any early stage, so your 250s can be at risk from things like the Humber or Stuarts or Greyhound or Chaffies. So you need to be on your toes, and the Panzerjäger gives you a bit more versatility. And we'll be upgrading that also with the autocannon. So now you've got 2 of these, and they're running around the map. They're applying bleed. They're a real nuisance, and it's a fun time. So I haven't talked about the battle group at all yet, and we are using the Italian Combined Arms battle group. In the past, I've tried a similar strategy with the armored battle group, so I could use the fire support drills, which buffs up the machine gun on the 250/9, but I didn't find it that impactful of an upgrade. But with the Italian Combined Arms upgrade, we can now go for the Semovente, and this can kind of shore up our anti-tank defenses against those aforementioned light vehicles, things like the Chaffee and whatnot. So as soon as you get the command points, typically I was going for this and bringing one of these in, and that would be at around this timing. Oftentimes maybe I'll be getting another Panzergrenadier before this, and then the Semovente kind of depends on the command point timings and whatnot. If you see your opponent's gone for like bars and grenades, and you know their light vehicles is going to be delayed, then you can delay the Semovente as well. Maybe from here, once you got this composition, you don't need the Semovente, say. You could go for fire support elements, and then veteran squad leaders is what I was going for, to buff up my infantry a bit, because later on we will be going for the Braiders. So we're going to have those double LMG Panzergrenadiers with the Braiders. So ideally you will want the veteran squad leaders just to buff up your infantry. But yeah, typically Semovente before fire support elements. And yeah, this is your pretty much your early game composition, and it was feeling quite strong. Overall, you didn't feel like there were any major holes in this build, which was quite rewarding. It does require you to micro these 250s quite a lot, and you know, 3 vehicles to be microing in the early game, you've got your hands full. There's a lot of work to do. Got to stay on top of things. But it's a lot of fun. So after you've got the Semovente out, you're going down the other side of the tech tree, and we're going to the vehicle support secure location. If you're unaware of what this does, it gives your units a capture rate bonus when they are near vehicles. So since we've got 3 vehicles, we very often have a lot of capping power with this. So you can kind of split your 250s up, send them over to assist. Quite often what I'll do is I'll have like 2 points being captured by 2 squads of infantry and a 250/9 in the middle of them. So it's providing a capture rate bonus to 2 sectors. And I think it's maybe it's about a 50% capture rate bonus. It's pretty good. So, you know, with so many light vehicles in the early stage, this really helps out your territory control, because you don't have quite as many squads, and you know, not that many of them have a capture rate bonus themselves. So this can kind of make up for that, help you fight back against US forces who typically have a lot of capping power. And then you'll be going for the Braiders. This will, you know, buff up your Panzergrenadiers, and you know, they're going to have the 6-man. They're going to have the 2nd LMG, which is what you'll be spending your munitions on. Typically, after you get the double 250/9, you'll go for the LMGs on your Panzergrenadiers, maybe go for the sweepers on your Panzer Pioneers. So that's where you're spending your munitions post 250/9. And then from here I was going straight for Panzer Army Command. You might have another call-in available around this timing, which you can go for if you need to, if you're like struggling for fuel control. If you're expecting your opponent's going to get their tanks out shortly, you might want to go for the AT gun call-in at this stage. And typically, if you're going for another call-in at around this phase, you'll be wanting to upgrade that with the mortar upgrade on your 250/9. So yeah, probably going for an AT gun call-in if you need the extra anti-tank, and then upgrading that with a mortar. So you don't really need the LEIG. You can go for the mortar half-track instead, which is actually pretty good. You know, once it gets... Oops, I can't click on it. Once it gets the Vet 1, this incendiary round, very good against machine guns. So, again, because you've already gone for the combat half-track upgrade, making full use of it, now you get the extra versatility of the mortar half-track, which is really a very nice ability. But often if the game was going very well for me, I wouldn't need to go for this extra call at this stage at least. So I'd be going for a Panzer III. And, you know, I was getting this out at a pretty good timing. So, you know, quite often I was able to bully away like Stuarts or Greyhounds, Chaffies with this tank. Because I was hitting it at a pretty fast timing, especially compared to my opponents if they've teched into bars and whatnot. So the Panzer III arriving at this time was doing well. And from there, that's where you might want to go for the call-in after you get your first tank out. So quite often I was trying to squeeze in emergency repairs after the first Panzer III, especially, or maybe even before it if I've got a bit of manpower floating, just because it's just such a chore having to repair all of these vehicles constantly, diverting your infantry away from capping and whatnot. So I was trying to squeeze this in. So if you've gone for like a relatively early tech, unlock this, but you're waiting for a little bit more manpower, you don't really need another call in here, you don't need another squad or anything. Try to squeeze in the emergency repairs at this stage. And also later on, you're probably going to need the tungsten core, especially if you're up against, you know, like Easy 8s, Matildas. So that's another upgrade I was going for. Very rarely was I getting vehicle survival package. It's a good upgrade, but just manpower wise, it didn't really fit into my build, unfortunately. And from here, I was often just spamming Panzer IIIs, or a couple times I ticked up to armored reserves, and then went for the Panzer IV call-in, or, you know, Tiger maybe in the ultra late game, but the Panzer IV assault group I was going for, which is pretty strong. The Panzer IV is definitely, I think it's better than the Panzer III. And this is a decent value for money call-in, so I was going for those. So yeah, that's the build. Overall, I had very good results with this. I think I only lost one game, which was definitely within the realm of winning, and that was against like similar ranked opponents to me, not like beating up on low rankers. I think this build has quite a lot of potential, actually. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I lost to him when he was playing USF earlier. Got a little bit sloppy with my half tracks.
Ready on your work. Get moving. Quick march. It's as good as ours. Panzer Pioneers standing. Pioneers will secure the location. Start filling those sacks.
The Panzergrenadiers have assembled.
All is finished. Order all Pioneers. You have problems, we have answers. Captured. Shall we fortify? Make it quick. Waiting.
Frontline Panzer Pioneers have deployed.
You can rely upon us. What do you need? Securing resources. Make it quick. Territory captured. Start filling those sacks. Orders. Quickly now. Defensive position completed. Sandbag position done.
Comes in a little bit later, doesn't it?
Panzer, move up, Panzer Pioneers. Capture duties. Halting.
Oh, shit.
This is it. Those resources must
Screwed up my capping order there.
Resources are ours.
Secured. Got anything else for us?
Light support headquarters.
Orders! Move! Pick up the speed! Get there! Pionier receiving you!
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Skated right on past him.
Now then, live to fight another day! Back in your seats! Panzergrenadier, coordinates received! Light support company up and running.
A little bit of munis off. If I captured this in time, I probably would be able to upgrade this right now.
It's secure, Commandant.
Oops.
Securing enemy
What do you
control.
need? Move up, Panzer Pioneers.
250
Capture
standing by.
duties.
We found the front line. Panzer Pioneers fully boxed. Get to it. Territory secured. To that. Quiet. Panzer Pioneers taking back.
Location from the enemy.
Commandant, we hear you.
Cover position.
You shouldn't have run into close range on me like this. Should have maybe tried to get heavy cover behind the wall or something.
Infantry. Right there. Retreat. Taking fire. Do we disengage? Captain, check for supplies.
We await orders. It's about to get armor. Stop!
Mounted retreat. We have to retreat.
Grab your gear.
Ready on your word. I'm securing resources.
Infantry! Acknowledge! Armor, put off the gas!
Machine gun time for me.
You need a half
If he's going to go for AT rifles here.
The victory point is being taken from us! Light vehicle! Ready!
Panzer Pioneers. Ready on your word. Pulled up and moving.
Victory point under enemy control.
It's looking like a sweet deal now, huh?
An MG-34 team has arrived.
Stand by. Ready. Grab the spares. On the double. Enemy below.
Got something locked and loaded. Let's move. Moving to enemy territory. Eyes open. What do you need?
Our capture point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Looks like you had a lucky escape. Starting repairs.
Out of the way.
Consequent right
Go. Come on, Kate. Hey.
Territory lost.
He's going for healing at this stage.
There's gonna be occupied.
Should have got this earlier because I need healing on the squad desperately.
We're losing grasp of a munitions point.
Those are coming close. Weapon crew, here. Get on that capture point.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
He's about to pop AT rifles on this one.
Territory lost. We have lost control of a victory point. Proximity alarm. We have vehicles available in reserve. Panzerjäger, anti-vehicle infantry available.
Fight for resources. Maschinengewehr. That ground will be ours. Medical vehicle in start.
Pioneers will secure the location.
Your vehicle advance.
I move north standing
Repairs
by.
needed. Grab your arc welder.
Light vehicle has all the fucking move this thing! Move, driver!
And there's machine gunners.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Shoot.
You have orders. Territory needs
Contact with infantry! Fusion ready. Capture.
taking enemy territory.
Field out of the way! Under attack! Position!
I was going for a second Panzer at this stage, right?
Weapon team! Ready! Get out of here!
Our victory neutralized by the enemy.
Simovente after that.
We're listening. Secure that ground.
Grenadiers standing by.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
My men stand ready. Orders, drop to cover.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point. Victory point lost. Three command points are available. We have a battle group awaiting use.
Grenadiers await orders.
Please go ahead. Safety's off.
A capture point is being taken from us.
Moving! We cannot take this long.
Oh shit! No, I thought I drove you further away. Fuck, I thought I drove it up to here, but it was my Panzer Grenadiers. I ran up to there. Sucks.
What will it be? Follow my lead.
Orders! We need cover!
Maschinengewehr crew ready.
Occupying structure.
Find me a fire.
Repair that damage.
Semovente assault guns are available to deploy, Commandant.
Shit! We're taking casualties!
Starting requisition of light support elements.
Panzerjäger awaiting the word.
Grenadiers await orders! Orders taking enemy territory. Panzer Grenadiers relocating. Panzer Pioneers standing by. Piling center. What do you need?
Get the hell out of here! Run!
Panzerjäger Infanterie
They
defeated.
died? Dude, I feel like I'm getting scammed all of a sudden here.
2 cm half-track destroyed in action.
Fucking can't.
What do you have for us? Orders, keep going. Prepare for counterattack on the line.
Forces can... We have vehicles available in reserve.
Ready for orders. Receiving the
Make it quick. Boys, we have movement orders.
My crew is ready.
Confirm orders. Move. Make it quick. Fall on fire.
The enemy has taken a victory point. A munitions point is being taken from us.
MG-34. We're leading. Gentlemen, welcome to the front.
The capture bonus. Range.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Commandeers to fight to the north. Glory awaits, men.
We need all. Cosa? Che hai detto?
A strategic point is being taken from us. We're losing grasp of a munitions point.
Hold them all on the traitors.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
Panzers.
Just try shooting at him with the gun, see if that does anything.
Our territory is in enemy hands.
Problems, we have answers. Fox is finest here. Finally! SC-34 upgrade. Infantry right there!
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Location from the enemy. Weapon team here!
Territory overrun.
Let's go!
Let's move! The gun is going as fast as it can!
The fuel point is being taken from us.
Reverse! Now! We have a flag down! Now!
Okay.
Make it quick. Laying mines here. Prep them.
Raiders not too far off. Panzer not too far off. Didn't manage to get
Enemy
self-repair,
forces have
but
taken
we'll
our territory.
probably go for an AT gun call-in. Sumite is actually getting a couple decent hits in though with its gun. I'm quite pleased with that.
Taking that location from the enemy.
The enemy has dropped to 300 points. The fight continues.
Welcome to the show.
Commandant, we have command points available to us. Preda 30 machine guns have been made available.
Huge one.
The victory point is being taken from us.
Driver, stop fucking about and go! Taking enemy territory! Panzer Pioneers, stand ready! Neutralize that!
Victory point lost.
75mm! What do you need? Passing! We're taking the hell! I know! Accommodation! Support guard is going down!
Ammunition point is being taken from us.
Fire! Aggressive fire! Moving into gate! Comandante! Indietro! Reverse! Now!
Territory sector lost.
Fire on that shitty MG!
Are you dissing the...
Stop fucking about and go! Driver, give it everything we have! The boat man is going as fast as he can! Go! Fire on that!
Panzer 3 on station.
Hold up! What's wrong?
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Ready for orders. Piling sandbags. Incoming. Siamo ready! We're doing it! Non abbiamo altra scelta! Driver! One hand! Forward! Keep pace! Panzer Klein, we hear you! What do you need, Lola? Driver! Indietro! Driver now! Coming clear, Commandant!
Italian assault gun has been torn apart.
Pick up the speed! Return! Hold at the flank! Taking contact with the enemy!
Fuck! An AT gun got me too. Piece of shit.
Communication from our Panzer 3.
Fall back! Garrison taking damage! Prepare to leave!
That's bad.
Pioneers standing by.
I can't really keep up with them in terms of manpower late game either.
Pack 38 is entering the field.
Half track on this one.
Sure. Confirmed. MG-34 on standby.
I wasn't... by driving in there, I thought maybe I could do a bit of a push.
Enemy on sight. Moving.
Command points are available for use.
Gun ready. Machines get there. Down. Retreat. We have to retreat. Cracking through here.
On the left.
Say the word. Keep our men fighting. Upgrade. We're losing grasp of the victory point. Our strategic point is being neutralized by the enemy. We have lost control of a victory point. Order, move, driver! Move!
Maschinengewehr crew ready.
Territory lost.
Driver, what do you need? You can rely upon us. Those resources must be ours.
Fox's finest, here. Securing enemy...
We do not hold any victory points. How could this happen?
Enemy territory.
I think I'll probably need the tungsten core ammo at this stage. It's probably
Ammunition
going
point
for
is being
something
neutralized by the
Matilda,
enemy.
right?
Ready. Willing and
So I need
able.
the pin bonus.
Territory captured. Do we hold? MG-34 on standby.
I get both of these guys with the capping bonus.
Orders?
Territory sector out of contact.
Laying mines here. Prep them.
Resources liberated. No contact. Orders incoming.
Panzer Pioneers standing by.
Laying mines here. Prep them. taking
Fire! You need weapon field apologies! Moving to new position! Forward patrol! Engagement! Accommodation! Just what we deserve!
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Sound clear, Commandant! Moving to harass infantry! The word! Enemy troops! Hold! Await orders!
So I'm lining up for a grenade there.
Attack! We shall get it done! Grab your gear! Forward! Maybe I was 20 over mule! You have problems? We have a... Hunter defense rate! Take your bloody extra! Blast that target! On fire! Hunter grenadier! Right to the way! Laying mines here. Prep them. What do you need?
Don't fuck with me, man.
We must take
Orders
that
incoming.
sector!
We've laid claim to the sector.
Let's do it.
We shall put an end to this fight.
Standing by.
We got quite a lot of
Tiger
manpower
heavy
here.
tanks available.
Orders?
Could squeeze in another machine gun, maybe. I think.
Enemy troopers are
Way to
pushing
go.
the line!
Confirmed. We have 5 command points available.
We fire first! Understood! Ordnance repeat! Fire and move! Okay, planted. Southwest down the line. Retreat! Gun ready.
We have the upper hand. The enemy has 250 points. Proximity alarm.
The massive
near our
amounts of
fuel
gurkhas. I
point.
think that's the right call.
Grab your gear. We're heading out. My crew are ready to fire as soon as we await orders.
The
Confirmed.
victory point is being taken from us.
Then get moving. Quick march.
Enemy infantry closing on us!
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
What do you need to see? Grab what is complete. Out of the way.
He's hit!
Let's stop. Retreat. What do you need? Pulled up and moving.
We have coordinates. Get us moving.
Grab the gun. Let's move.
Never heading. Let's speak.
You guys, follow me. Weapon shift this thing.
Never heading. Let's speak.
Grab everything.
We are losing grasp of a strategic point.
Medical vehicle and coordinates.
What do you need?
Reinforcements.
Pack straight from Mama's skirt. Huh?
Ready for
Our
orders.
victory point is being
Lost
neutralized
my
by the
P
enemy.
rings there.
Territory sectors are isolated. We must reconnect with them.
We've done what we can.
You dare stopping here!
The enemy has taken a victory point. Our enemy has the upper hand. We have 300 points. Support company structure is taking enemy fire. All victory points are under enemy control. We must act.
Weapon crew! Standing by!
Territory sector lost.
The enemy! With me! Enemy territory ahead. Tread carefully. Move up, Panzer Pioneers.
Ready.
Capture
Engaging
duties.
enemy on sight.
Alright, close to the P4 calling now.
Commandant!
We're losing grasp of a capture point.
ME-34, give us orders.
Orders. Do it. Prepare for counterattack
Let's go,
from the
find
line.
some trouble.
Panzer 4 standing by.
Anti-tank!
Get away!
Movement orders.
Ready to come under fire.
Anti-tank. The enemy has lowered our victory points to 250.
Mike Panzer 4, relocating.
A pack has been silenced at the front.
Driver!
The enemy is resilient. They currently have the advantage.
Clear the body! Man the gun!
JU-87, enter interface.
Machine
Target is open. Striking hard.
Oh! It's got to be like a 0 HP jobber right there. sucks.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Go for the auto repair at this stage, I guess.
Everything. Retrieve those supplies. Don't fucking move this thing!
Our forces are down to 200 points.
Weapon team fully reinforced.
Taking enemy territory.
Proximity alarm near our capture point.
We are ready. Patrol in.
Contact! Ground! Engage that target!
Hospitality is ready. Grenade! Move!
The enemy have claimed our sector.
Clear, come on, follow me.
What the fuck? I was so far out of the zone.
Pioneer stand MG-34, give us orders. Here, retreat!
Vehicle here!
Come on, men. Pack gun ready. Capture job. Looks like we get the honor.
You have halt here! Got HE on that
Eager,
location.
let's stop. Grab the gun.
You are free to engage at will. Vehicle and stop. I'm orders confirmed. Panzer 4 taking damage.
Commandant, the enemy holds all victory points.
Consider it done. Standing by.
Enemy Stuka reporting in. Ready for orders.
Losing back here.
Panzer 4 pushing forward. Contact. Firing position.
Resources. Then hold.
Panzer 4 pushing forward. Rules want no. Hold back up. Reverse.
Ready to assault.
Acknowledged. Halt. I threw it back. Back.
You can do that.
Panzer 4 ready.
You have orders. We'll get it
Panzer,
fixed. My
reporting.
rifle ready.
Ready for orders.
Enemy
Retrieve those
territory
supplies.
ahead.
Bolster the front line. 100 points remain.
On standby.
Load up.
Building
We're
ready.
moving into a combat control.
Confirm.
Throw smoke! Ah, grenade! Stay down! Let them have it! Got another step! MG, tear the load. We have to move.
You have something securing territory.
Pack gun ready.
Order advance!
Repairs completed. It will be done. Taking enemy
Watch orders confirmed. We're moving. Moving to enemy territory.
Panzer, hold! Gunfire holding here! Packing through here. Right!
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Wait. Panzer 4 relocating.
We're losing grasp on the victory point.
Bloody fucking
Panzer confirmed. Panzer on the target. JU-87 entering the frame. Typing target. Defending.
Proximity alarm near our munitions point.
Panzer 4 advancing.
We have order!
The victory point is being taken from us.
Get on it. Going faster. God help us. Panzer 4 will engage. Follow the orders.
It will be done! Right through!
Anti-tank crew lost.
Acknowledged.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Anti-tank fire. Now. Without delay. Crew, pay attention.
Weapon team is relocated!
Territory is now in enemy hands.
Turn the lights on. Want anyone behind us?
Good job, we're patient. Enemy infantry close!
Anything exciting on there? First, drive up.
Get out of here while we...
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Enemy infantry giving us a warm welcome. Let's recharge.
What will it be?
A victory point is being taken from us.
Truck is ready.
Target sighted! MG-34...
Stuka reporting in. Ready for orders.
Prepare for counterattack. Listen, move orders! Go! Enemy infantry down!
Bravo, get us some distance! Come on!
You need to get out of here while we
Order
go down!
advance! Need us! Working on it! Cover me!
Mortar vehicle has been destroyed.
Yeah, got the decron on.
Repairs needed.
on moving to enemy territory. I can relocating to your mark. Raising the point.
This is where the manpower
We have
struggles
vehicles
really
available
kick
in
in.
reserve.
We're moving. Eager to get
Our light support company has sustained damage. Proximity alarm near our victory point.
get there.
Enemy forces standing at 200 points and falling. Victory point under enemy control. We're losing grasp of a victory point. Our light support company has sustained damage.
Standing by. Fox is entering enemy held area.
We'll lose on
Enemy
VPs
has
here, I
taken a
think.
victory point.
My
The Panzer IV is ready for orders.
Space.
The enemy holds all victory points. Launch a counterattack at once.
Cover its position. Taking enemy territory. With haste.
Panzer IV, relocating. My pilots, we have a
The
headache.
stutters I'm getting, dude.
Let's move.
Not good, not good.
Panzer IV, taking damage.
Enemy raising.
Panzer back up. Reverse.
Granate. Run. Attack. Running distance.
Only 50 points remain. We must hold.
Extend. MD-34 on the
Hey, Lucky Boom, thanks so much.
Need a promotion. Orders, crew.
Orders incoming.
Fuck, just sit up, you piece of shit.
Taking that location from the enemy. Weapon team.
Oh, he's got another Matilda.
Want anything for us?
Do I have a pin bonus yet?
Got anything else for us?
Yes, I do.
You have something for us?
I need munis so badly.
Prepare for counterattacks on the line. Grab the point. No sweat.
Driver, ahead full. Understand this Panzer rolling. We're not a halt, driver. Taking damage. Where are they? Hold everything. Silence.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Reporting. Enemy troopers locked out. Dragon.
Contact. Ready to assault. Keep pace with me.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Who's going back?
Ooh, I didn't see that up there.
Fueled and ready.
Ready for orders. Locked and loaded. Let's go.
How many times have we thrown a track?
Full Canadians.
And how many times we're taking hard damage? But we can hold!
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy. Hack crew is reporting in.
Get on it!
Victory point under enemy control.
Get back! Back!
Enemy
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Panzer IV, ready! Back to track!
opened up.
It will be done!
Standing by. Get out.
Watch your head! This ride's about to get rough! Few more! Fire! Drive or die! Move! Target confirmed! I don't believe it!
Understood. Right. Fall
What
back.
we need! Heavy Panzer! Concentrate on your line!
Maschinengewehr.
Taking damage!
Make it quick. Pushing forward. Weapon team is relocating.
Waiting on you! Never go wait for permission! Fucking drive!
Crew.
My crew is ready!
The enemy has only 100 points remaining.
Water
The
up here saving me
advantage is
big
ours.
time here.
Here. The Fox Panzer is on the front line. Artillery incoming! Clear the zone!
Pick up those feet!
Okay, come on, take it!
Enemy forces down to 75 points.
Closing the distance! Get us into the action!
Come behind!
Assault grenadiers here! Ready to assault!
The battle is in your favor, Commandant. 50 points remain.
Heavy losses!
Watch for the people moving! Ocho, back in your seats!
Heavy panzer target! Closing on us! Leaving whom orders! Go! Keep firing! Don't get distracted!
Enemy forces at 25 points.
Orders confirmed.
A victory point is being taken from us. Victory for our forces.
Whew. Oh boy, that was a tough match. There was that moment where he made that push. I think it was with the first Matilda, and I lost a Panzergren around that big building. I felt like I was in some major trouble there, but good scrambled defense. I took a bit of a risk with the mortar half-track trying to fire off the flame shot before the Matilda killed it, which turned out to be the wrong call. But I think overall I'm pretty happy with how that went.